What's up guys, it's Roy here. So today's video is going to be about this right here. This is from the company Thinborne. It's a phone case for my S24 here. Now they do make this for the Plus and Ultra. I will link them down in the description. What's really cool about this company is I live in Dallas, Fort Worth, and this company is based in Frisco, which is part of DFW. So they were kind enough to send this out for review, and keep an eye out for some of their other cool cases that they've sent for the iPhone 15 Pro and even the Google Pixel lineup and iPhone 16 lineups once those come out. So here is the box. It's a pretty cool looking box. As you can see, kind of that carbon fiber 600D pattern there, Thinborne there on the front, but just a really cool looking case. Let's get it open. And this is what it's revealed inside. So first we have this here. This is some paperwork in there. It says identify the essential. The case is made from Aramid Fiber, making it durable and lightweight, yada, 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 yada. 6-month warranty. You can register down below. And there's a QR code as well for installation, which I'll show you how to do this because I've messed with plenty of Aramid Fiber cases in my time. But here is the phone case, but we'll just kind of set that to the side real quick. And as you can see in here, we do have some other paperwork. It says don't return to the store. Before considering a return, reach out to Thinborne or you can call them. So they're just really big on giving them a shot, I guess, to, you know, make things right. But then we do have this. So as you can see, screen protector accessories, which means inside of here, we have a tempered glass screen protector, which is pretty cool considering most cases don't seem like sending these out lately. So we do get a full tempered glass screen protector there. So there's two inside. So obviously one of these kits will go with this. So we'll kind of put that to the side there. And let's get this out of the way and let's focus on the main attraction here, which is this right here. So this is the phone case. It's an Aramid Fiber case. It is extremely thin, as you can see here. So it's not going to add any noticeable bulk or anything to your phone. As you can see, it does have MagSafe built in. And as it says here, designed in Texas, but made in China. Got the cutouts there for the camera lenses and the flash. As you can see here, we do have some openings here at the bottom, but then we also have an opening here on the side where the buttons are going to be. But let's get, well, before I do that, let's get the screen protector installed. I'm a big fan of doing that first before we start messing with the actual case. So we got the screen protector here, pretty simple. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't come with an alignment tool or anything like that, which usually I would prefer, but beggars can't be choosers here, I guess. But we do get a little microfiber cloth, a wet wipe to clean the screen, and then some dust absorbers to kind of get the little fine mess off of that I can't see, you know, like the little imperfections of like little dust and dog hair or whatever inside my room here. But let's get this wet wipe open and let's get this screen cleaned off. So I did just take off a screen protector that I've had installed for a good while now. It's actually been on here for months. So let's see if this one does just as well. So we'll get this cleaned up and then let's use the provided cloth here and let's just kind of get this dried off. Okay. So it looks pretty good, but I do see some little fuzzies. So I'm just going to use this to try to get those off. Try to angle it in the light so I can see a little better. Usually I'm pretty good at this, but for the last like couple of screen protectors I've installed, I've missed a little speck here and there, and it's really annoyed me because then I had to take the screen protector off and then redo it. And so just take your time with it. Like I'm trying to kind of go every little angle I can see, and I just don't see anything left. So I think we're good. Fingers crossed. Then let's get this screen protector here. As it says here, please peel off this label before application. So this is going to be the sticky side. So we'll just peel that off and line it up. So it does have a little spot there that you can try to line it up for the actual camera. looks like I got it. So I'm just gonna drop it down. As you can see there, it's doing its thing. And I gotta say, I did not expect for all of the air bubbles just to go out like that. So I'm gonna use the provided cloth once again to just kind of wipe it down real quick. But there is no air bubbles at all, which I absolutely love. I am a huge fan of screen protectors when it does that. And there it is installed. So we'll play around with it a little bit once we get the phone case installed, but let's do that. So basically, I'll start with this side here first and then just push down, and that's it. So there is the phone case installed. Very, very thin. It is Aramid fiber, which I love the texture. Like I said, it is that 600D pattern, which is the pattern that I actually like when it comes to Aramid fiber cases. It looks carbon fiber, but with Aramid fiber, it's just a really nice texture. One thing that I will say is that with any of these Aramid fiber cases that I've dealt with over the years, if your hands are oily or anything like that, then you definitely are going to see some smudging and stuff here and there. But I mean, once again, that's just kind of part of it. So it's not a deal breaker. It's just something that you definitely need to know and remember. But what I like about this is, one, I like this simple Thinborne branding there. I think it looks pretty cool. It's just in black. I like the camera hump, how it is designed. Has a little bit of a hump, kind of reminds me of the old, like, you know, S24, you know, with a little bit of a hump there, but it's just a pill shape, which is kind of cool. So it gives it a little bit of a different look. And then of course we have an individual cutout there for the flash, and of course the lenses as well, nicely recessed in there. And then this is the side here with the buttons, and as you can see here, it does have that chunk cut out, so you do have access to your volume up and down and power buttons, not anything physically covering it. I am a bigger fan of the cases that do cover this, in my opinion, but I'm okay with this because that's kind of how a lot of these Aramid fiber cases are. And then if we go down here to the bottom, then you can kind of see a little bit of some slits there. So if I can get in focus, there we go. So that's going to help a little bit with drop protection, but also flexing to get the case off. Then we do have a cutout there for the speaker, and then of course a nice cutout there for the USB-C charging port and the microphone. And then on this side, we just have nothing but Aramid fiber goodness. And then here at the top, we do have little cutouts there for the speakers up top. And here at the top, we do have a little pill-shaped cutout exposing the microphones, and then once again, those little slits there. And then if we kind of do this view here, so you can see this front, you can see that it does have a little bit of some lip action going on here. So, you know, it's definitely going to help if you do place the phone face down. And then as you can see here, it is tempered glass friendly. So there is no issues at all with that. And as you can see, it looks very, very thin because, well, it is. It's a very thin case. So it almost doesn't even feel like you have a phone case on it. There's no added weight really. It's very lightweight. So definitely, if you are a minimalist, then you're gonna love this case. So now let's go ahead and do the wobble test that I like to do here. So if we have it face down, there's no shaking going on at all. If we do back down, some shaking going on there. So definitely got some shaking going on, and even looking at it, it looks like, you know, where this camera hump is, it actually kind of has it raised up just a tiny bit. So yeah, it's definitely going to shake a little bit. If you are, you know, concerned about that, I don't think it's a big deal. I think a lot of phone cases are going to shake, but with this added look, it's definitely adding to that shakiness going on. I would normally do the clicky button test, but I'll at least show you how easy it is to click them. One thing that I do like is that since it doesn't have buttons covering the buttons, there's this little piece here that just sticks out just a tiny bit where I can, just kind of feels like I get a better grip. So it's a little bit nicer when I'm looking for the buttons and the volume buttons and all that. So yeah, no problems at all there. And then last but not least, let's test out the MagSafe capabilities. So I'm going to stretch over and grab my MagSafe charger here. So if I slap it on, you can see that it does click. me spin it around here. And as you can see there, it does say that it is charging. So definitely gonna wirelessly charge with this MagSafe charger on here. One thing I really love about some of these magnets is how strong they are. So as you can see there, I mean, it just instantly just hugs it, and it's a very hardcore strength there. Like, I'm shaking it pretty damn good and it's not coming off. So the magnets are very strong. So if you use MagSafe accessories in your vehicle, like if you have an iPhone like me, then great. But obviously, you know, a lot of people are starting to buy MagSafe charging accessories and desk accessories because a lot of phone cases are putting a MagSafe ring in there, so that way you can take advantage of the wireless charging, at least with those accessories, since it's so abundant with iPhones out there. But one thing that I do want to test is the screen protector, because it's a screen protector that came with it. Now, the biggest thing that I always talk about with screen protectors for Samsung devices is how well they play with the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. And that's one thing that a lot of phone cases out there, and that's one thing that a lot of you know, screen protector manufacturers might ignore sometimes. So I am curious to see how this one does. So let's try that out. Okay. So one thing that I will say is, with these screen protectors installed, if your hand is super dry, it's going to make it very difficult to unlock. So just to tell you, I tried at first, like if I like dry my thumb here, it's still gonna work actually, but I did have some issues where it wasn't registering my fingerprint. So then a little trick that I've always said is, if you kind of lick your thumb, that's one thing I love about ultrasonic fingerprint scanners, is that it works with moisture and stuff. So if your screen was completely wet, you could still unlock your device, but it does work well. So as you can see there, no issues at all. But like I said, just keep in mind, if your finger's really dry, like mine was, it's not going to work very well. But lick your finger, try it again, and you'll be happy with the results. But yeah, I mean, the tempered glass looks good. Just looking at it and you know, kind of playing around with it, looks like it's pretty dang smooth. So yeah, like it, feels good, no issues at all there. So yeah, happy with that, especially since it came with it. So there we have it, guys. There is the Thinborne Aramid Fiber case for the S24. So like I said, if you are interested in buying this, I will link it down in the description. They didn't give me any specific link or anything like that. So like I said, I'll just link it down below. So hit that like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, please subscribe, ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe, God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.